Hello, Melanie. Most of you know that. There's just some things I wanted to say. I don't really know how I'm about to say it, and I don't know how to say it in a way that's not going to come off rude. But it's just something that I think we need to be more aware of in our society. It's actually really sad. I was going to just write this in a post, but it's so much more than that. Like, it's so much more serious that I wanted to make a video. We're all hurting. I can't honestly imagine that one person out here watching this video isn't hurting right now. I can't honestly believe that one of you is not depressed or has anxiety or has OCD or cuts or throws up after every meal or thinks they're fat or thinks they're ugly or hates themselves or hates their parents or hates their life or wants to die. You can't honestly look at me and tell me that you've never dealt with one of those situations, that you've ever felt that way, you felt worthless or pathetic or unloved or lonely, because I know we all have. And when we all feel that way, I think the one thing we want is for someone to tell us that it's going to be okay. I think that's what we want. We want, when we try to cry out for help because it's so hard, and when we try to cry out, I think that we pray to God that someone's going to realize it. And sometimes it's something so simple that can make someone like their night so much better or their day so much better. You could tell them you like their hair, or you could just tell them you love them. And sometimes for me, it's I just need a hug, you know? You don't have to say anything, just hug me. I just feel like it's pathetic what our society has come to. I don't know the statistic exactly, but it's like 1 in every 45 seconds or something, somebody commits suicide. And yet we sit around in our house feeling bad for ourselves. If somebody texts you and they're upset, and even if you can't tell, if they say anything to you, you shouldn't hesitate. You don't ask them what's wrong. Don't ask them how they got there. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're there for them. Listen to them. Don't interrupt when people are talking to you. When someone's upset, you do not interrupt them. If someone needs you and they tell you, I need you with me right now, you drive to their house, no questions, no excuses. If we were all like that to each other, we wouldn't have this problem. Nobody would be hurting. Because how can any of us hurt when we have the most supportive group of people ever? If everybody in the world bonded together, you have over 6 billion support systems. How could that possibly fail? It couldn't fail. But it doesn't matter because people are so naive. They keep living the same and the same and the same, and then somebody goes and they kills themselves, and then you go, oh, that's so sad. That's so horrible. I can't believe that happened. And you might change for a week. You probably saw the Secret videos and you were inspired. You said, wow, everybody hurts. I'm going to be different. I bet you 2 of you maybe changed from those videos. I mean, I don't know what else we have to do. I don't know what else the world has to do. Turn on the news. Watch it for a half hour. Watch people get murdered. People get raped. Homeless people. Go on to Ann Arbor and watch the homeless people on the streets. That's nice. And look away when you pass them because they're not as fortunate as you, so they don't deserve your stare. It's just pathetic what the world has come to. I can't stand it. And that's why I started Fearlessly Beautiful. I started Fearlessly Beautiful because I want to save lives because no one else is doing it. I can't save the world, but I'm going to try my best to make the biggest impact I can with the little time God gave me. And I can't believe that none of you would want to do the same. I'm not saying in any way that you guys don't go out and you don't make people stay. And I'm not saying you don't support your friends. This is for the people who don't. This is for the people who say they're going to change but don't. This is the people who say they're going to start over tomorrow. But you know what? Tomorrow might be too late. You know, if you're going to sleep at night and someone pops up in your mind, send them a text and tell them how much you love them. Because when you wake up tomorrow, they might not be there. I don't know how much more I need to emphasize that. Life is short. Okay? People come in and out of your lives, and we take advantage of it. We take advantage of our lives. Whoever's watching this, I guarantee you have a roof over your head. You have food in your fridge. Sure, it might not be a lot. It might not be the nicest house, but you're so much richer than like 75% of the world. We are so fortunate, and we do nothing with our fortune. We don't give money away. Nobody ever wants to volunteer their time because their life's too busy. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you something. When you die, it's not going to matter how many goals you scored in a hockey season. It's not going to matter. What's going to matter is the life that you impacted. Sorry, I'm like really worked up. I just want to emphasize to you guys that, like, if we don't come together and we don't be there for each other, if we don't support each other, if we don't love each other, if we keep calling each other sluts, whores, tramps, bitches, whatever else you guys call each other, it's not helping anything. If anything, you're making someone take one more razor to their skin or shove their finger down their throat one more time because they're not perfect enough for you. Well, you know what? You guys aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody here is perfect. We're all breaking. We're all completely breaking and nobody's doing anything to stop it. You guys just need to realize, you need to wake up. We're all so young. Most of us are between the ages of like 14 and 20 who are on the Seriously Beautiful page, okay? And it's time for us to wake up. We have our whole lives to change the world. And we can make such a difference if we just try. If we just try to be better people. I'm not saying it's easy, but you try to love people. You try to hug people more. Tell people that how you feel about them. If you like someone, go tell them. Because you might not be there tomorrow to tell them. And if your friend's upset, don't ask for an explanation. Don't get mad at them. They're so emotionally unstable. How could you get mad at somebody who's upset? We need to be there for each other. Fearlessly Beautiful is a family. This world is a family. We're all in this hellhole together. And we're not going to get out unless we step up and we bond together to make a difference. I dedicate my life to you guys. I dedicate my life to anybody. If anyone ever needs me, I want you to message me on Facebook. Call me. Come to my house. I'll go to your house and I will hug you until you stop crying. Because you guys matter. People matter. Living, breathing people matter. Famous people don't matter. Sure, I love Demi Lovato, but I would never in my life trade her over any of the people in my life. I would never do that. Okay? You need to realize the people in your life are there for a reason, and you need to realize what the reason is, and you need to realize how special they are to you. We need to start loving one another, and we need to start loving ourselves. But before we can love ourselves, you need to love other people. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the first step. You hate yourself? Well, then go out and give everything you have left to everybody who's hurting. Give it away to all the broken hearts, and you're going to feel so empowered that you can't help but love yourself for being such a wonderful person. I promise you, you won't regret it. This is a long video. Goodness gracious. I just don't know how to get it through to your heads, especially with kids. Kids are so stubborn. You know, I pray every night for all of you, and I just wish I had a little more effort. You know, I can't do this alone, guys. But together we can change the world. Because we are the world. Well, I hope you're all having a great night. And feel free to do the contest. Video down low explains it. I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow and a wonderful week of school and work. And just keep smiling because everything's going to be okay, I promise. Because God's going to make it okay and I'm going to make it okay. I'm going to do everything I can to help all of you. Bye.